Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I welcome you all in today's the only session of the day, and I hope you people are really happy because you need to just sit for one session today. You won't be tired. Okay, I'll start with the question. I don't know whether it's a good one or a bad one. Why did I just have the beginning over here instead of having the welcome? Usually people start with welcome all of you. Why did I prefer for this beginning one? What's the logic behind it? Or is there any purpose of it?
From today onward, we'll start a new mindset. And
wow, Mr. Ijaz, excellent, very good. You surprised me. Yes, because after all these sessions, I believe that we will be a new teacher altogether. So it's going to be a new beginning of our teaching career, because we have learned so many things for last 3 days, and we are learning it inshallah in next couple of days as well. So it's going to be a new beginning of our teaching career altogether. And that's why I just wanted you people to remind yourselves that it's a new beginning. That's why we are here. Okay, now put your thinking cap on. Put your thinking cap on and think, and if an apple cost 40 rupees, a banana cost 60 rupees, and a grapefruit cost 80 rupees, how much does a pear cost? It's a very easy question if you look at it.
A pear is not mentioned over there.
You need to find out.
Oh.
You need to find out.
No.
No?
The result is taken.
हाँ जी sir.
40, 60, 80 and 100 years.
Let me give the instructions first. Miss Khalda confused me with that pear is not visible.
With the pear, he actually made a zero.
And this is the most expected answer. I expected this answer, yes. 40, 60, 80, 100. Now pear is there.
I got the answer.
Pear is there. You need. Okay, we'll be just. Okay, everybody has got the answer. We will be just taking it from every group. Yes, your answer.
20.
Your. 100. They did not let me. Your answer? 20. You need to give the logic as well. Your answer?
I'll give the logic.
100.
I'll give the logic.
I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Because you were so gone. Except Mr. Zishan, if everybody knows that. 100. Mr. Mirza, you said that 40, 60, 80 and 100. That's the logic behind it. Sequence one. And same is with you.
Yes, sequence.
Sequence one. Miss Khalda, your one. Because you cheated Miss Khalda, that's why we will not go with your answer.
But if you put 80 first, then 60, then 40, then 20.
Okay, I'll give you one clue. I hope that people know about the consonant and the vowels. So if you keep that vowel value in your mind, would you be able to now find out the cost of the pear?
Yes.
No. That is a big hint. If you people just look at it, Miss Sana. No, Miss Sana, thank you so much.
40.
You could even answer the start even.
40.
Why?
40.
Why?
A and B over there, 3 A's are over there, then, no. Miss, yes.
Acha, one second. Mr. Mirza, ji.
32.
32, oh.
No, 20. I gave my answer. I'll stick to the 50.
Why?
Because in apple we have two vowels, E and E. For A20, for E20, 40. And banana we have 3. That's why it is.
Yes.
Wow. At last people have got to the answer. Yes.
Waited for a second. I was about to announce the prize for a non-language teacher. You can give non-language.
Poor Mr. Khurshid, you missed it. Inshallah next time. Okay, ji. So we were just valuing that vowel, two vowels. One cost 10 and then 20, and in pair we have 2. So that becomes.
It is with respect to English, not math.
Okay, ji. Another, as I am the language teacher, so I emphasize more on language in my session as well. And I want you people to just think a bit and decide that which parts of speech do these belong. I hope that people are familiar with parts of speech: noun, verb, pronoun, adverb. Mr. Sultan?
Yes.
Ji, Mr. Mirza.
Preposition.
Oh, wow, very good. Mr. Mirza, now you need your active participation. No, for active participation of Mr. Mirza.
I gave one for Mr. Kushi. मैंने क्लेविन से आवाज किया था.
Okay, ji, they are preposition. You need to keep this picture in your mind: for, as, and of. And you need to find out the relation of for, of, and as with assessment one as well. They are preposition, as Mr. Mirza told us, that they are preposition. And preposition is a word that actually tells us the position of something, that describes the position of something. Now, look at the picture and tell me what comes to your mind. Picture is this one. What comes to your mind when you look at this picture? I hope this is clear to you, Ms. Noor.
Yes.
Okay.
Result card.
It can be. Yes, Mr. Ijaz? It's not? What do you think? What comes to your mind?
Teacher's lesson plan.
Result is red. On the Google sheet you get. Ji, Ms. Ikra? Judgment. Okay. Analysis. Mr. Umar, what's your say in that?
Academic session.
Okay, yes, that is actually assessment, because if you look at all these things, the plan, evaluation, analysis, measure, goal, and result, they all are actually the part of assessment. Now, then comes the point that what is assessment? What do you mean by assessment?
Result. So sorry. But for me, it's not assessment right now.
Because it's all about assessment. That is assessment.
When you put some, after your input, when it passes the process, what is the outcome? That would be the assessment.
Okay. Analysis.
Testing the ability.
Okay.
Testing the abilities of testing the abilities.
Okay, testing ability of the knowledge. Okay, the students. Mr. Ijaz?
Whether you are a passing person or you are a failure. So this is your assessment.
Is assessment really means that you are just giving this tag of passing and failure to the...
Wrong.
It's the judgment. Okay, this Cowan in 2005, he stated that assessment is the engine which drives student learning. Do you really believe in that? Is it so? Is it the assessment engine that is driving the learning process in students? And if we look at this picture again, this actually explains that definition as well. You can just take it as an engine, and this is driving the willingness of learning in students. This makes the students to learn, and at the end we just give them grades of how much do they know and how much do they do not know. On the basis of that, we judge them and we grade them. So it's just an engine in which we just compile. The engine is actually the very important part of the car that helps it to move. So assessment on the other side is very important in students' life as well. It makes them to know that how much do they know and how much more they have to learn about it. Okay, I think you people are really tired with this lecture one, so let's have an activity. Activity is, activity is, you have the things under your table, the chart paper, the chart paper. No, the chart paper and the strips. The chart paper and the strips.
We will not pay it.
Very small.
नहीं. These one.
Okay.
Not these one, the chart one.
But you said that sticks are also
As well. We will use them later. Okay, ji. In your group, you people are going to brainstorm the assessment strategies which we use in our class, in our school, and you are going to write it down at the back of the chart paper of yours. And in group, discuss the strategies which we use. The strategies which we use in our group, in our school, and then you're going to write it down on your chart paper. One person from your group is going to bring it over here to explain those strategies. The back of the chart paper, The strategies, brainstorm the strategies which we use for assessment in our class or in our school. So one person is going to be explain back. नहीं ये एक और एक्टिविटी की है, इसी का बैक यूज कर ले बहन, उसकी बैक. Okay, assessment strategies. बैक पे नहीं बैक पे, इसकी बैक में ये एक एक्टिविटी है. दिस इज वन मोर एक्टिविटी, इसको करना है आपने. सर एक तो मैंने चीजें बचाई हैं स्कूल की. Okay ji, at the back of the chart paper you are going to write down the assessment strategies which we use in our class, and you have only 2 minutes for that. One of your group member is going to come over here to explain. Miss Khalda, start writing. The earlier the better, class, earlier the better. No, you need to keep it in your hand. One by one, every group member, from every group, one person is going to come over here to explain. मार्कर से लिखे, मार्कर से वो it would not be visible, वो नजर नहीं आएगा ना. Assessment strategies. Done? As early as possible, and you should have, quite many in Aaj. Hurry up guys, your time's running up. You have only 1 minute left behind.
Motivate us.
You will get chocolate. The group that's going to bring it first, but that should have the logical strategies.
Outcomes?
Okay, time's up. May I have one representative from each group? earlier the better. पहले आइए पहले पढ़िए. Okay, Mr. Shabazz, may we have your assessment set? Yes, Ms. Ikra. That's the best way, Mr. Ijaz. Stop cheating and come over.
Mr. Shabazz, very well. Thank you.
Friend in need.
See, that's why we are saying.
Mr. Ijaz, we are waiting for you. Oh, Mr. Shabazz, you may start.
Yes.
पहले समय तो गई होगी कि विनर मैं ही हूँ.
जी, may we have Mr. Mr. Shabazz, okay. Let's start. Time is running out. Okay, ji, let's start. Stop writing, everyone. Miss Ikra, stop writing. Come back.
First of all, there is a oral quiz, you can say discussion, oral readers games, any activity that is oral based. Please.
That oral way you must have written over there. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oral. And then
Okay.
written quiz. Okay, then there is a worksheet in the at home in group activity, after discussion, after thinking, after the lesson, after the you can say taking the help of the group or something else. Then there is assignments, different type of assignment that can be presentation, that can be any project, that can be any active assignment in different way, project and presentation.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you. Yes, Mr.
Okay, the
Mr.
first one is oral quiz. When you ask something, and the host to answer on the spot. The next one is surprise quiz. You just come to the class and ask them to be ready for the test.
When you don't have the lesson plan and you say, okay, today we will have a surprise quiz.
So it will hardly take you 15 minutes. The next one is
Excuse me,
announced.
Samya. Did you ask brainstorming the session?
And then write them down on the chart paper to bring them over here. Brainstorm means in your group, brainstorm them and then write them down. Brainstorming is best.
Okay. The next one is announced quiz. That could be like with a proper problem. The next one is group activity, which you can even judge by direction. Discussions could also be judged as a test. The next thing is 10-unit test, as same as subject type, at the end of every unit of chapter. The next could be in the form of worksheet, the last 10 to 15 minutes of your lecture, and then you could have the presentation, either of the individual or either of the group. The next thing is past papers.
You're going to use these names for your last activity as well, so keep them safe with you. Okay, thank you. Yes, Ms. Ikra. Miss, if you can just
the same. Okay. Wrap-up quiz, like the questions should be there from the teacher's side. Then the worksheets, they will like attend and we guess as a teacher that how they are basically attending. So oral quiz as kind of a competition, the team competitions from between the two or three teams. Group activities and the test, peer test, it can be said that the students are giving tests to each other. Think share peer activities means the two people are discussing or we are observing them. Cite and write. This is another activity by guessing the things, the type of the riddles. So we guess the knowledge of the students. Talking about my history subject, summative assessment and formative assessments. These are the input assessments which are taking for me. And homework, project.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Bazla. Sure then.
Okay, first one, competitions, any competitions which arrive and we judge the students and how much they know and they participate and how we judge their abilities, debates, extracurricular activities, test, quiz, presentation, assignments, exams, and then we have to check their regularity as well, projects, homework, class participation, think, pair, share, and then we have the practicals and KWL activity in which they need to write what they know, what they want to know and what they have learned. So
Okay, thank you. Last but not the least, Mr. Ijaz.
Actually, we are going to have two types of activities, assessments. One is formal and another one is informal. So whenever we enter in class,
we just need to have one idea of the previous knowledge. So that can be a questions, by can be demonstration from the students as well. Quiz can be there, and worksheets we can use as class. Okay, these are the sessions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for your active participation, everyone. Yes, these are the activities or the assessment strategies which we use them in our classes. We know them by their names, and we use them, we regularly using them, we are using them actually in our classes. But in which category, in which group, and how, and which strategy is known as what. So today, in today's actually a session, you are going to get the idea of the different kind of strategies and when to use them properly in your classes. Now, next question to you is, as Ms. Khalda said, continuously I'm just checking you people, I'm assessing you people. One more thing, what do we want in our students? If I give you a hint for this, these are two things which we are going to discuss. What do we want, and what is actually happening in our classes, and what is actually what students are they're doing. Students who learn throughout the year. We want them to learn throughout the year. But what is happening? Can any...
We learn before the exam.
They are only moving towards memorizations. They are not doing the pure learning. They only...
Memorizing.
Yes.
Okay.
Memorizing before exams.
Okay. Taking? Answer Natara. They only learn, and we want them to learn throughout the year, to be very punctual in their work, to be very punctual in their attending the classes and doing the homework and classwork and all that. But what is their routine, that at the end of the session, parents come with the request that they missed the work, so just give them what you did during that session, and they just, in that particular time, they do that. We want them to pay attention to the entire curriculum. The whole curriculum, whatever we are teaching them, each and every point, we want them to learn that. And what is actually happening?
Only going for the important topics.
They are just focusing on what is going to be, what is really important. Teacher, is it important? Is it coming in the exam or not? Do we have to do it? Students who understand and use the material well, whatever we are just providing them, the material, helping books and helping worksheets and all that, we want them to just study that thing thoroughly. What is happening?
They only learn from the topics.
They are not going for the extensive reading. I mean, they're just...
ignoring the work.
They are ignoring. They are just memorizing the facts. They are not going for the thorough...
Just guessing the answers.
Guessing the answers. If you have the options one, so they guess. And students who take feedback on board and use it to improve, are they? They are ignoring it. We want them to. We are giving in our online classes, even we are giving them feedback to improve or to correct their mistakes, but they are actually ignoring it completely. So this is what we want them to be like this, and this is the purpose of the assessment as well. This is why we assess them, we judge them, but they are on the wrong side. What do you think? What is a 21st century learner? If you have to just describe your learner, your student, I mean, is he well equipped?
They know technology more than us.
They are more. They know more. They know more than us. Okay. What else is there? What else is there?
As contents are concerned, either it's grammar or comprehension, they do not pay proper attention to figure out the correct answer, or they do not pay proper attention and reinforcement at home to learn the concept of that grammar.
But on the whole, if we see that 21st century learner is a self-directed learner, he is an innovator, he is a problem solver, he is a critical thinker. This is what actually we want them to be, and 21st century learner is like this, and that's why we are giving them the knowledge, and that's why we are assessing them as if I'm not wrong, Ms. Basla in her session said that we lack to give them the project-based learning. learning, and that is the very important component of learning. If you give them, that is learning by doing it. So if you are giving them the project to do it, you are making them the critical thinker. You are making them, you are just giving them the problem and they are solving it. So 21st century learner is a communicator, he is a problem solver, he is a collaborator, he has that information, and he is well equipped to cope up with all those problems which he has. Now, what is the purpose of assessment? Why we use assessment in our classes? What's the need of it? Why do we take assessment?
Evaluation.
From student point of view, from our point of view, because
Both.
from student point of view, what they have said that they are only marks.
They also have to assess themselves what they have learned.
Okay, what they have learned up till now.
Up till now, yes.
Mr. Umar?
I think it will arise the previous condition by
Previous year's learning. Okay. Mr. Adnan? Evaluation. Okay, ji. Purpose of assessment is, yes, to judge that how much they have learned. And this brings that picture which I showed you at the start, and I said that I'll be bringing it back in my session. This is now for, of, and as. Can you link these words with the assessment of yours or with the learning of yours, with the learning of kids in our classes? Associate these words with learning or with assessment.
or learning.
Learning for practical life or learning of children. As I tried my best as a teacher.
You need to associate with the learning. Yes, over here even you have tried your best as a teacher. over here even you have tried your best as a teacher to give the answer of this.
Online classes, right?
She was very good. She tried her best to be. Okay, ji. Let me give you the idea that what is actually, Mr. Ijaz said, but he just stopped over there. He said that.
I thought maybe I just want to tell one. And
I said that, okay, anything else, because anyone else was not going for it. So you said that this is assessment for learning. So now we are going to look at assessment for learning, of learning, and as learning. And there is difference between for, of, and as. Everybody knows about it, I hope. So what do you mean by assessment for learning? What is assessment for learning?
We conduct quiz, we conduct these sort of assessments to make sure that to make them learn more. Okay, as previously once I discussed that whenever we enter our assessment quiz, okay, we should write this is the answer of this one. What is the answer of this one? So you are just teaching them in a way. So this is for their learning as well. Okay, this is what.
Okay. Anyone else wants to?
Even during the exam, we need to make the mindset of students that even during the exam you can learn. This could be that exam or that is also for the learning.
Okay.
Nothing out of course while in the bus. I mean, if there is nothing out of project-based learning, I guess that is assessment for learning.
From the question even you will learn.
From the question, even you can learn. Assessment for learning is the ongoing assessment. That, like Mr. Ijaz said, that we are just giving them one thing and we are asking them to explore the other, to learn the other. So it is ongoing assessment that allows teacher to monitor students day by day. It's that you people said right now you wrote those assessment strategies and those worksheets and discussion and having those peer activities in the classes and all that. That is actually assessment for learning. You are testing them to learn. You are putting them in that test to learn. Yes, Ms. Basla, you want to say something? Okay, day-to-day basis and modify their teaching based on what the student need to be successful. So you are just giving them the framework. With this, you will be successful. Now the assessment of learning.
We can have learned this assessment.
Who is it?
The end of
Yes, end of. Assessment of learning taken at the end of the year. Now this is the difference between assessment of learning and for learning. For learning is ongoing process that goes on day by day, and that of learning is the end, the paper of yours, the final exam of yours which you
It's like a formative or something.
Summative is this one. Okay, assessment as learning. Looking at you does not mean that you. Anyone else can try this?
Project-based, like practical learning.
Okay. Anyone else?
Relate to previous knowledge.
Yes.
Assessment and
It is. Okay, assessment as learning develops and supports students' metacognitive skills. This form of assessment is crucial in helping students become lifelong learners. So as students engage in peer and self-assessment, they learn to make sense of information, relate to the prior knowledge, as Mr. Umar said, that you just relate, you just bring that prior knowledge of them, and they self-assess themselves as well, and that is the assessment of that sort of is known as assessment as learning. So this is all about the assessment of learning, assessment for learning, and assessment as learning. Now, paste the strips which you have, the paper, the strips which you have, you need to cut them. Now you need to paste them under the correct heading. And I am afraid that you don't have that much time. Glue इसी में थी? Glue थी? Really? Glue थी? इसमें नहीं है? Glue नहीं है?
We have.
जी.
ये तो मसला ही है।
This is actually the task, Mr. Mirza. This is the task which you are going to do. You have the strips, you are going to classify them under the correct name. Summative one or formative one, formal or informal. Sorry guys, I thought that there is. The first group is going to get the chocolate. जी सर।
ये जो सामने वाले दोनों में से किसी एक में आएगा ना, या किसी में भी इस तरह? ये तो नहीं ना?
नहीं, ये heading है ना. What's the purpose of summative? What's the purpose of formative? What's the marking criteria in summative? What's the marking criteria in formative? At the end. Winner group is going to get chocolate. Guys, I'm afraid you don't have that much time, so you need to be quick.
कम कर अच्छा थोड़े रिक्वेस्ट होता है ये वाले के बढ़िया
They might get late. If they get late, well, 10 minutes. Last activity. Okay, you have last 30 seconds. 30, 29. Paste it on board. Hurry up, guys. Hurry up.
लेकिन ये एंड में होता है ना?
नहीं, ये तो हर बच्चा होता है ना, साथ ही साथ होता रहता है।
नहीं होता है।
ये इसमें आएगा।
मार्किंग में आएगा। इन पर
Groups, please be quick. check if it's true or not? Wrong है. Wrong है. Hurry up, guys. Last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Miss Khalda. Okay. Let me find out who is true. Okay, Miss Khalda, Mr. Ijaz. Okay. Let me check. I'm going to give you the word. This is actually the answer key. Assessment tasks, tests and exams, they are under summative 1. Sajjan is sitting there. Feedback. Twins are दो एक गलत है. Oh, who is this? Excellent. Very good. Very nice.
This one as well.
This one is wrong. Whosoever this tongue belongs to, that one is wrong. Okay. Okay. Okay, ji. This is how assessment task, test and exam under summative. Then class activities, homework, grade. We keep the record. Overall end of the course, we take feedback for that. Tweens means, by the way, guys, Miss Khalda, I need your attention. Tweens means.
Let's ask.
Miss Khalda, what do you mean by tweens? Tweens.
Does anyone know? First raise your hand, please.
Ji, I am bringing. Raise your hand if anybody knows, except Mr. Zishan, if anyone.
Just you. You can have a chocolate.
I'll give you.
Yeah, okay, fine. So if anyone
नीचे करो.
what is
Tweens. That's teen.
The student those are going to be in the next level now.
Miss.
Is it from teenage?
नहीं.
Just a minute. It's next, most after 5th class, when a student starts observing the thing a little bit mature. It could be like
Middle section, and grades when they start exams till grade 3 and up 3.
12, teens, when they observe, start.
Okay.
9 to.
Yeah, 9 grade 3. Grade 3 is 9 grade 9 grade 3 to 4, 9 to 12.
He said when I said 9, he said 12. 9 to 12.
Take out a class for
Okay, ji, to sum it up. Okay, ji, guys, we are going to sum up the session now. To them, I gave them. I gave them twice. To sum up the session, we are going to sum up the session, that is formative and summative. Now, what we are going to just discuss among each other, that when, why and how. When do we take this formative, when summative, when, why and how. So when do we take formative? We have just discussed.
Formative ongoing assessment.
Throughout the course. Okay, and summative is at the end of the course. Why? Sorry. To identify the learning, to improve learning. I mean, we are just giving them the continuous feedback to improve. That is to collect the evidence. At the end, we give them the feedback, okay, this is at the end, this much you have learnt it up till now. Provide support to students' specific need. What do they need? Throughout the year, we just observe the students and we find out what do they. We are giving them the feedback. And this is, the procedure is ending, the process is ending of your teaching one, and at the end, you take it and then you take the exam and you find out their learning skills. Task again.
You have 2 minutes.
You have 2 minutes only.
If anyone can summarize from every group, if they can come and summarize.
If you can just write down 1 or 2 questions of that particular task, 1 or 2 only, that would be enough. So group A and C, they are going to prepare the formative assessment. What sort of questions you need? 2 questions only we need to have the formative assessment. You have the books as well. You may use the books to prepare your assessment questions. Group A and C are going to do that formative one. Group B and D are going to do summative, and group E will make the combination of it. Under it, okay, book. You have book. English book is there.
No, we just write just sort of idea.
Guys, you have 1 minute only because you need to just write 2 questions each. Formative, see, that's why I'm saying to use that book, use that chapter, from that chapter.
सब्जेक्ट नंबर से तो नहीं ना कोई भी कर सकता। हाँ ग्रामर के तरह
C is that formative one.
We are doing it.
अंडरलाइन का इसका मार्क्स होता है ना वो लिखो।
Last 50 seconds. Miss Anna is going to count. Start counting, Miss.
14, 13.
Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mr. Khurshid. क्या done?
आपने हमें चॉकलेट दिया है। अब नहीं करते काम।
I will give you 2 questions. Okay, ji, Mr. Zishan, time was over 10 seconds.
again
Ji. Have these biscuits now. Okay. Mr. Ijaz wrote these questions actually for formative one. Vocabulary quiz, it's a MAFA ke exam. Then Miss Yasmin wrote these questions. Sorry. Team C. Team A wrote that. Team C wrote that ism की किसी चीज की नाम जगह के लाता है, ism को क्या कहते हैं? And then okay, they were supposed to make the formative one. Okay, then you were supposed to make the both. Okay, excellent, very good. Okay, and group B wrote this one. What is, yes, and Group D tried to make that one. Wasn't your summative one, na? So long question and all that. Okay, fine, nice. Very good. This is when a cook tastes the soup, that's formative assessment, and when the customer tastes the soup, that is summative one. So it's the cook is tasting it, that is actually the formative one. Means the students are doing on the regular basis and teacher is just checking it on the daily basis to that one.
Excellent. Sums up, if anyone could not understand what is the difference between formative and summative, I think this one proverb explains it.
Yes.
Now I got the idea what was the lecture.
So at the end, I would just like to conclude that goal of the assessment is that you are improving the learning of the students. It's just informing the teaching, or you're just improving yourself as well, and you are helping the students to reach to their goals at the end. Thank you for your very precious time. Any questions?
Finished exactly in time.
Thank you so much.